Those, 3 people who actually keep up with all my videos may remember that I've made a few videos on JoJo Timestop Battlegrounds. That's because the game is peak. It takes a singular part of the JoJo's universe, focuses on it, and it does it to perfection. A lot of JoJo's games end up with a ton of half-assed stands because there's just such demand to make every popular stand. With JoJo's Timestop Battlegrounds, it just focuses on time stops and it's done so brilliantly. Recently, I found another game focusing around time stops that is currently in development. The name is a little clunky at the moment, and it's still in closed testing, but it has potential to be a very good game. The developer is releasing sneak peeks regularly in the Discord server, which you can find below, and is taking feedback from players. Today, I just want to go over a few features of the game. Firstly, the game focuses just on time-stopping stands. There are currently 5 stands in the game, each with unique appearances, time stops, animations, and moves. They're generally laid out as a progression, so they aren't all balanced, but rather they're upgrades and cost points. Like I said, each stand has its own time stop animation. I'll be in the background, it should be running through all the animations if you want to just watch them. They're pretty good. These animations are really well done, I absolutely love them. It's clear that a lot of work went into each one, and you can tell this by the progression of the sneak peeks as well. As I mentioned earlier, the dev is taking advice and feedback from the community, which currently is mainly made up of JJTV staff and very active players. A bit ago, he released this sneak peek of Star Platinum OVA's Barrage, which he's overhauling, and when I reacted with a thumbs down, he messaged me and we had a conversation about it, and since then he's improved on it a lot. The new Barrage feels much more dynamic, whereas the original one felt kind of flat and lifeless. There are still plenty of bugs to work out, but the game is still in development and isn't open to the public yet. By the time the game gets released, it'll most likely have the majority of the bugs fixed. Until then, you can show your support by joining the Discord server so you can stay updated on the progress of the game. Currently, the game can go in a few directions. I think the best idea is to keep it as a time-stopping game, and not branch out into the rest of JoJo's for the most part. That's because when you focus on a particular aspect, you can make that feature much better than when you're trying to make a whole lot of different powers and abilities. Some games end up trying to add every stand in JoJo's, but with over 150 stands, there's just too much to do. And you end up with some that just don't get anywhere near as much attention as main character stands. An example of this is Emperor. What the hell do you do with Emperor? It's a gun. Sure, you could add homing bullets or a barrage, but at the end of the day, it's a gun. There's plenty of others like this, such as Moody Blues, Harvest, Limp Bizkit, the list goes on. I went to go Google the whole list of stands, and there's so many I've never even heard of. What the fuck even is this? Made in Heaven Ultimate Requiem? Sounds like Snow Globe Headless Star Platinum The World Act 6 OVA Requiem Over Heaven Bites the Dust Love Train Thanksgiving Edition. It's going to be put into a novel next. That's SHSPTWA6 OVAAROHBTDLTTE for short, by the way. Ooh. JJTB is a great example of taking one part of the JoJo's universe and perfecting it. And I think with the addition of time stop movement, balancing, and a more fleshed out quest system, the game would be pretty much ready to release. Right now he's got just this vague concept and with great execution. If that concept is clarified, some more of this has the potential to be one of the best JoJo's games on Roblox. One of the things I think should be changed before release is the stands. Right now they're aligned progression with more expensive stands being stronger. Shadow of the World is the strongest stand so far, and it looks great, I gotta be real. But I feel like this would cause everyone to just use the same stand, that being whichever is strongest, and that's not good. A better way to do this would be making each stand fit a different playstyle. For example, the World Alternate Universe could be a ranged stand with its knives and gun, and Star Platinum could be more of a close-ranged stand with its barrage, and maybe in the future some combo moves and some heavy moves. Shadow of the World could be a stand that allows you to heal yourself with a blood-sucking move, and the world could be a high damage, high cooldown stand with Road Ruler and the Checkmate move. One of the things JJTB fails at is diversity. That's right, you heard it here first. JJTB is racist. There's 3 stands, and of them, Star Platinum and the World are basically just the same, but the World is stronger and a little harder to get. This is, however, made up for by the sheer variety of ways you can kill people there. Like running people over, blowing them up, sending them to space. There's tons of possibilities. Another thing that should be added is Pop Quest system. Right now you just go and you kill some NPCs that are in groups around the maps, and they give you some points. I've actually put together a suggestion on the Discord server, which I won't fully read through as it's a bit long. But the gist of it is that there will be a bunch of different contract givers around the map who will give you contracts to kill specific types of NPCs. And the more contracts you complete with each one, then the harder contracts you can accept from them. I also suggested boss raids there. Like I said, I think the game has great potential to be an amazing game, and I'm looking forward to watching it as it goes forward. And if you want to stay updated with the progress of the game, or even get a shot at becoming a tester and checking it out early, join the Discord server. I'll be putting a link in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then remember to leave a like, because it really helps the video, which in turn both helps me and the game.
汽車なので勇者見せる新規